What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. You guys are probably super excited about Friday. I wanted to come in here because I wanted to share the way I've been feeling for the past couple of days. It started on Sunday. Monday, I felt it even more. Tuesday, even more. Yesterday. Today, I'm feeling way better. I'm just listening to my body. I am not working out. I'm actually just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I want to share with you a couple of things about the importance of understanding your body. Okay. Prior to me doing this fitness journey that I'm in, I've discovered that the only way to understand your body is to make changes in your body. And I didn't understand the value of what food really brought to me until it became second nature, until it became a habit. So, with that being said, I've discovered a lot of things about myself. Like I can't have avocado, I can't have almonds, I can't have certain type of oils because I break out. As a kid, I used to have bad acne. I don't know if many of you out there right now maybe have bad acne. Maybe and you're facing a very difficult, insecure self because I used to be insecure about my facial, what people used to look at. It's like, and then looking in the mirror, not only to the face, but to the body used to be a combination of a bunch of insecurities that I used to carry with myself once I walked out the door. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because food had a lot to do with not only how my face looked, but how my body looked. And when some people, when you get to understand the importance of nutrition and what it can do to your life as a whole, oh my God. Like, there's so many things that it causes. It causes so many things, in my personal opinion. I mean, guys, everything that I say is based on my experience. Everything that I say is my opinion. Are there facts behind it? Yes, some of it. Some of it, it might not be facts. It's based on my opinion because of how I feel and how I direct. Food causes illnesses, sickness. It makes you feel certain types of ways. It makes you not feel comfortable with yourself, makes you insecure, makes you less confident. You know what I'm saying? So why am I making this video? Because for the past couple of days, my body took a toll that I didn't expect it to do. Okay. On Friday, I went out and I splurged. Obviously, it's Lent. I can't have meat. Everybody knows that I meal prep. I meal prep all the time, and my meal prep is pretty much based on meats, rice, stuff like that. I can't eat that on Fridays. So I created something like in my head that, I eat shrimp at home with pasta and some salmon, but I also have sushi. So I went to this place that I normally like going to, and I ordered just a bit too much. Just a bit too much. Why do I know this? The reason why I know this is because I know my body. Do you know your body? That's the question you need to ask yourself. So I overindulged. I ate like 4 different types of sushi, one of them actually being a sweet potato roll. So, and the one thing that actually caught my attention was the actual volcano version of one of my, two of my actual rolls that I wasn't expecting. But anyway, I eat what I see. That's just the way I work. If it's on my plate, trust me, it will be eaten. Even if I don't think it will fit in, it will eventually get in my mouth and in my stomach. It's just the way it is. So I ordered all this. It was a very expensive meal, but I feel like, hey, I don't do this often. Why not? So I ate everything. I was good. I was good on Friday night. I was good on Saturday, but man, oh man, did I feel it on Sunday. And obviously Saturday I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I didn't feel. Sunday morning I didn't even feel out of the ordinary. But it was Sunday afternoon when I was in baseball practice with my nephews and my team that I started feeling a little draggy. I started feeling a little like slow movement, and I felt like I was coming down with something. And the only thing I can attach it to was to the what I ate on Friday. And I believe that I overindulged on too much fish because it was the sushi was based on tuna, salmon, and shrimp all together. Not only that, but then I came home and I also ate another shrimp with pasta at home. So I believe that's too much. In my opinion, I believe that was way too much, especially that one seating. Okay. A lot of you maybe do that on a daily basis. A lot of you actually eat so much in one plate and wonder why you feel weak and wonder why you feel tired and wonder why your stomach hurts and wonder why you don't have the energy to do anything throughout the day. The reason why I know this and understand it is because I personally experienced it and I still experience it today. So my body started aching, right? My throat kind of like clogged up. It was very hard to swallow for Sunday, Monday, and yesterday. So today I'm actually a lot better, feeling a lot better. But the one thing I told myself that I will not sacrifice is my meals. Because I know the first thing we sacrifice when we're not feeling well is our food. Guys, nutrition is what actually can help us feel better about ourselves. Okay? I know sometimes people might say, oh, but how about if I throw it up? Or how about if it doesn't go down right? Well, then you need to find a food that you think or feel that can actually help you feel better about it. So for me, listen, on Sunday, I ate all my meals. On Monday, I ate all my meals. And guys, I drank so much water between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And yesterday, I ate all my meals as well. Has it been hard? Absolutely. Because it's very hard to swallow. So the one thing that I was doing is I was chewing my food very fine to make sure that it goes down right. And when it goes down right, I know that I'm getting the nutrition that my body needs. So what the way I've been feeling these past couple of days, I am going to blame it on what I did on Friday. It is based on my nutrition. Some of you are walking, you guys are probably getting sick on a constant basis. Maybe you don't feel well on a constant basis and don't even know what it attaches to. So the first thing you gear towards is medicine, and just to cover up pretty much what you did. But the one thing you don't ask yourself is, what did I eat? And my mom gives me a hard time with this. And I know many of you might give me a hard time because a lot of times people ask me, they tell me, oh, I'm not feeling well and this and that. My first question is always, what did you eat? Because if you know what you ate prior to the way you're feeling, I promise you the answer is right there. Because if you discover how you've been eating to how you've been feeling, everything is just going to make sense to you. Everything is just the answers is just gonna pop up in your head and say, oh my God, you are right. Did you eat enough? Are you eating once a day? Are you eating twice a day? And when you do eat once or twice a day, is it a big meal? Is it a small meal? Are you drinking enough water throughout the day? All these things are a major factor because you're not giving your body the nutrition it requires in order to function the way it should. Guys, why do I talk so much about Shakeology? Because Shakeology gives our bodies what it needs that some foods don't give us. You got to understand that sometimes when we cook these healthy foods, we cook them in a pan. And a lot of times it loses a lot of nutritional value through the cooking process. So what Shakeology does, it actually gives us what some of our foods is missing. You got what I'm saying? So now imagine when you're not eating food, when you're not giving your body the nutrition it requires, how much more damage are you causing yourself internally? I used to watch a show called The Biggest Loser. And one of the things that I took out of that show, which was a lot of things, because I remember eating pizza while watching it, but one of the things that I took out of that show is that it doesn't matter what age you are on the outside. It really doesn't. What matters is how old you really are on the inside. Because a lot of you may think you're 40 and 50 years old, but internally, you might be 60, 70, or 80 years old. And that's what a lot of these contestants were at the time when they were so heavy weighted. You got what I'm saying? So I want you to really understand what I just said. Some of us are really overweight internally, not externally, but internally. But I'm talking not overweight, I'm sorry, overaged internally than you are externally. Some of you I've heard, oh, but he died so young. Oh my God. I mean, listen, some of that stuff is hereditary, and I'm not discounting that ever. Some stuff are hereditary, but sometimes some things are not hereditary. Some of that stuff is self-inflicted. Another thing that I hate to hear is that, oh, my mother had it, my dad had it, so I have it, and it is what it is. Some things, yes, that may be true. And other things, it is not true. Because the reason why you have what your parents have is because you're doing exactly what your parents did. So if you did what they did, like adobo use, under eating, thinking that you're doing the right thing when you're really not, you're going to get the same effects. Duh. It's just the way it is. But imagine if you change your habits. Imagine if you change the way you live your lifestyle. You're going to change the outcome of your future and the generation that follows you. Because now you figure something out. Like me, my mission right now is to make sure that my nephews don't grow up the way I did, with the lack of knowledge of nutrition, the lack of knowledge on how you feel, their acne, their weight. They're losing when you're running and you're fatigued. Guys, when you're running and you're fatigued, that's also based on what you're eating. You're not giving your body the nutrition that it needs. It's like a vehicle. It's like a car. If you don't put in gas, it ain't gonna run. But imagine if you put oil in a gas tank. What do you think what's gonna happen to that car? It ain't gonna move. Remember my video with the water? Your body is 80% water. Some studies say 70%. So it all depends. It's whoever. In other words, your body's water-based. So if you're putting soda into water, so if you're replacing water with soda and you think that it's going to give you the same effect as water, you're completely mistaken. Do you wonder why you crash all the time? Do you wonder why you're like all energized in 1 second and then the next? It's because you only gave yourself a limited satisfaction when you can just be intaking something free like water that can give your body exactly what it needs to function more often and on a daily basis than you expect. You got what I'm saying? Let me go get my charger before this dies on me when it gets good. Sorry, guys. The beauty about live. If you're not prepared, this is what happens. And I'm back. Okay. So you don't want to feed your body what it doesn't require. Some of you say, oh, but it's just a can of soda. A can of soda is 40 grams of sugar. A bottle of Dr. Pepper is 63 grams of sugar. Does your body really need that much sugar? No. Really? You are hurting yourself, and you wonder why you have that pouch at the bottom of your waist. But you thinking by working out, you can still do the other things you've been doing before. No, you can't do that. You have to combine every transformation together. It's the definition of insanity, is trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It's just not going to work. So I'm here to tell you guys today that the reason why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling is not based on what I eat on a daily basis. You guys know I share with you everything I do. I drink my daily water. I have my daily meals. But because I made that one mistake, my body sacrifices so much. And obviously my sleep pattern is not 100%, which I need to fix that. And I understand that. Why? Because I'm aware of it. Some of you are aware of it and don't want to do nothing about it. Like the last time I honestly felt this way was in 2015 when I went to Europe for 22 days. When I was in Europe for 22 days, obviously it was very hard to eat healthy out there because I was always on the go and some of the places that I stood at didn't have a kitchen. So I had to eat out all the time. And then the time difference was 6 to 7 hour differences and from here to there. So when I came back, I was hit for a couple days. And I understand that. And I was already expecting it. Why? Because it's what I knew my body was not getting, I wasn't giving it. So I challenge you guys today. Ask yourself that question. What are you giving your body that is reacting the way it is? Because that's where you need to start. First, you have to I always say the transformation starts from the bottom down. But this conversation is not about your mind. That's always another video. This conversation is about your nutrition. All right? What you put in your mouth. Everything starts in your mouth. What you say and what you eat has a major factor on how you feel. Because if you speak negative, you attract negativity. If you eat unhealthy, you're going to feel unhealthy. So everything is based on this one little object here that God gave us that could speak life into people and take life out of people. You understand what I'm saying? So I really want you guys to take a step back today and really diagnose yourself in a way to understand why are you feeling the way you feel today. And I felt like I really needed to say this because it's the perfect time. I know that I have not been 100%, but that doesn't mean that that's my vacation time. That doesn't mean I can just sit back and do whatever the heck I want. No way. That is my time to sit back, analyze myself, diagnose myself, and what did I do different that might have caused this. It took me back to Friday. I ate something that I don't normally eat. And the way I ate it was way too much. I overindulged for no reason whatsoever. And that is my fault. And I accept that. Would it happen again? No. You got what I'm saying? So what I really want you guys to do today is ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why am I always unhappy? Why am I always upset? Why do I feel drag? Why do I lack so much energy? Ask yourself the tough questions. Are you happy in your workplace? Are you happy in your relationship? Are you happy with your health? Are you happy with your physicality? Are you happy with anything? Ask yourself those questions. And once you start being real with yourself, a lot of things will begin to change because the only person that could be hard on you is yourself. Like me right now, it's my opinion. If you want to accept it, that's up to you. I can't change you. I can only inspire you. I can motivate you. But at the end of the day, you have to take the proper action to do something about it. Because if you can think it, you can believe it, but if you don't act on it, you're never going to receive it. So I want you to really think about that moving forward today. And I'm not telling you to change the way you are, change the lifestyle. I'm not doing none of that. That's based on you. If you're happy where you are, congratulations. But if you're complaining about the situation that you're currently in, you got to change your mindset in order to change your outcome. Because remember what I always write all the time. Like I want to say it right, and I just caught a blank. But your health doesn't take a day off, and neither should you. And this is a perfect example of why I say what I say. Because if I would just be sitting there doing nothing about it, if I would have just stopped drinking my water, if I would stop eating, if I would stop doing all these little things, I like honestly like my body feels great. Obviously my throat is not 100%, but my body feels great. Like I still feel like I've been working out. Look, I'm sweating for no reason. I just naturally sweat. It is what it is. But I feel strong. I may not be 100% in my throat area, but man, I feel great. Why? Because I'm still maintaining my healthy habits. Guys, nutrition is 80% of your life. So when I tell you guys, if you're not feeling well, if I ask you, what are you eating? There's a purpose behind that question. 100%. 9 times out of 10, if I ask you that question, if you're honest with me, your answer is pretty much right there. And if you're interested in something like this, if you're interested to learn more about yourself, you can feel free to contact me. We can set up a call, you and I, one-on-one, and we can diagnose you. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just an experienced person that has been through it. I'm going to share my personal experience. I don't guarantee anything. I don't guarantee what it's going to do for you, but I guarantee what it's done for me. I can only share with you what's worked. If you don't apply it 110%, then how do you know it won't work for you? If you do something at 10%, 20%, or 50% and expect a change right away, you failed. You didn't even try. You didn't even do your best. So I want you to think about that the next time you make a decision to make a change in your life. Don't just take one foot in, put both feet in. If life pushes you back behind the line, that's okay. Accept it. That means that wasn't for you. But you got to go all in order to find out if it's meant for you. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I really hope that me sharing this with you opened your eyes up, that allowed you to see something that maybe you haven't seen yet. But please understand that nutrition has a major part of your life. And if you're not eating the way you should on a daily basis, you're not going to feel the way you should on a daily basis. It's plain and simple. No question. So the next time somebody in your life is not feeling well, the next time someone in your life falls into a depression or a stress, ask them what's going on in your life. Ask them, how have you been eating? I'm being dead serious. Even when at that point in their life, that's when they need it the most. That is when they need it the most. Because the first thing people eliminate out of their life, the first thing when stress hits, when life hits, when all these negative things hit, the first thing that they sacrifice is their food. They start binge eating. They start finding all these other things, not knowing that that's the last thing they should sacrifice. What they should be sacrificing is the things that got them to that position. What they should push away is what got them to that position first. Not the one thing that's going to keep them together. Please understand what I wrote. Please understand what I'm explaining to you guys. I'm not perfect. I'm just different. It's just the way I think. God made me this way, and I'm okay with it. Some of you might accept it. Some of you might hate it. Some of you might think about it. And that's okay with me. Because I know in my life, I'm only here to impact 51% of the people. The other 49% might not accept me. But all I know is that if I don't deliver the message of what got me to where I am today, I'm doing a disservice to all of you. So I challenge you today to look at your cabinets, look at your daily nutrition, and ask yourself, am I doing it right? Am I doing what I need to do on a daily basis to get my health intact? Am I pursuing a career that's sacrificing my health? That's something you guys got to think about. Because a lot of you tend to pursue a career and then all of a sudden think that your health takes a back step. You should never do that. When you follow a nutrition plan, no matter what career you have, you better be taking that nutrition with you. Because in order for you to perform at your highest level, your body needs to be at its highest peak. And if you're not taking care of yourself physically, your focus is not going to be all there, even though you think it is. Imagine if you're so good at what you do, imagine if you were healthy minded, what else more you can do. Why do you think the elite are the elite? It's because they take care of themselves in a way that expands their performance. So if you want to expand your performance, check your nutrition. I guarantee you that is where it all starts. God bless you all. I hope you received this message. If this message spoke to you, if you feel that this is a message that a lot of people need to hear, please don't hesitate to share this. I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube channel as well, so that everyone else there, you can share the link from there as well. God bless you all. And please, 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 please heal your spirits while building your body on a daily basis. Don't sacrifice what you need the most. Sacrifice what you need the least. And that is what's going to get you to where you want to be. Have faith, not fear. Whoop, whoop. Peace.